General 2-4 Regulations, Maintenance Forms, Records and Publications. Let's explore Title 14 CFR Part 121, which lays out the operational rules for air carriers flying for compensation or hire. It's crucial to understand the distinctions in domestic, flag, and supplemental operations under this regulation. Domestic operation refers to scheduled operations within the 48 contiguous states, the District of Columbia, or any territory or possession. It involves turbojet aircraft, airplanes with 10 or more passenger seats, or a payload capacity greater than 7,500 pounds. Flag operation encompasses scheduled operations in Alaska or Hawaii to any point outside those states, or to any U.S. territory or possession, or from any point outside the U.S. to another point outside the U.S. Similar aircraft criteria apply. Supplemental operation involves common carriage operations with airplanes having more than 30 passenger seats, or less if listed on the operation specifications of domestic and flag carriers, and a payload capacity exceeding 7,500 pounds. For Part 121 operators in the aviation industry, compliance with 14 CFR Part 119 necessitates the appointment of key personnel. These crucial roles include a Director of Safety, a Director of Operations, a Director of Maintenance, a Chief Pilot, and a Chief Inspector. These individuals play pivotal roles in ensuring the safe and efficient operation of aviation activities under Part 121 regulations. While there are 28 subparts and 16 appendices in Part 121, our focus is on subparts J and L concerning maintenance, preventive maintenance, and alterations. Subpart J outlines special airworthiness requirements, addressing many mechanical aspects. Subpart L mandates that a Part 121 operator maintains an operational manual with specific information, including an organizational chart, a list of authorized individuals for inspections, and a system for preserving and retrieving maintenance-related information. Additionally, Section 121.1105 establishes requirements for inspections on aging aircraft. Understanding these aspects is crucial for mechanics working within the framework of Part 121. Moving on to Title 14 CFR Part 125, this regulation comes into play for private and non-common carriage operations conducted in airplanes with specific criteria. These operations involve airplanes with 20 or more seats, excluding crew members, or those with a payload capacity of 6,000 pounds or more. Part 119 mandates key requirements for operators, notably the issuance of operation specifications, providing crucial details. These specifications include authorization for specific kinds of operations, approval for the use of designated aircraft types with registration numbers, endorsement of provisions in the operator's manual related to airplane inspections, and conditions and limitations associated with these approvals. The operation specifications also encompass registration numbers of airplanes designated for inspection under an approved airplane inspection program, AAIP, according to 14 CFR Part 125. Section 125.247. Additionally, procedures for controlling weight and balance of airplanes and any other items deemed necessary by the administrator are outlined in these specifications. These requirements contribute to the systematic and regulated functioning of aviation operations under Part 119. Just like in 14 CFR Part 121, Subpart E of Part 125 identifies special airworthiness requirements, primarily focusing on the mechanical aspects of the aircraft. It's crucial for those involved in these operations to understand and comply with these specifications to ensure the safety and airworthiness of the aircraft. Part 135 applies to commuters and non-scheduled carriers involved in on-demand operations. Aircraft governed by this regulation must adhere to operational and maintenance standards laid out in the certificate holder's operations manual. This manual, once accepted by the FAA, dictates the procedures for flight crew, ground personnel, and maintenance technicians. The Section 135.411 in Subpart J, which outlines the application of maintenance manuals based on the type certificated passenger seating configuration. Aircraft with 9 or fewer seats may follow the manufacturer's manual, while those with 10 or more seats require a maintenance manual written by the air carrier, subject to FAA approval. The discussion moves on to additional maintenance requirements outlined in Sections 135.415 through 135.443. Notably, Sections 135.415 and 135.417 are applicable regardless of the number of seats in the aircraft. Let's talk about aging aircraft, A significant change occurred in February 2005 with the incorporation of Section 135.422, addressing aging aircraft. This subpart, noted by its even number, prohibits a certificate holder from operating certain multi-engine aircraft unless the administrator completes an aging aircraft inspection and records review. The aim is to demonstrate that the maintenance of age-sensitive parts and components has been sufficient to ensure safety. The aging aircraft requirements are specified for multi-engine aircraft in scheduled operation with 9 or fewer passenger seats, excluding those in Alaska. The record review start date varies based on the age of the aircraft, with repetitive inspection intervals not exceeding 7 years once initiated. This information is crucial for understanding the maintenance and operational standards set forth by 14 CFR Part 135, ensuring the safety and reliability of air taxi and air charter aircraft. To adhere to the regulations, the certificate holder must facilitate both the aircraft and the associated records for inspection and review by the FAA. A crucial aspect is providing advance notice to the administrator at least 60 days before making the aircraft and records available. The aging aircraft inspection requirements involve notifying the FAA 60 days in advance and providing both the aircraft and relevant records for inspection. These records include details such as the total years in service, total time in service of the airframe, date of the last inspection and records review, current status of life-limited parts, time since the last overhaul of structural components, current inspection status of the airplane, current status of applicable airworthiness directives, ADS, a list of major structural alterations, and a report of major structural repairs along with the current inspection status. Adhering to these requirements ensures a comprehensive examination of aging aircraft, facilitating continued airworthiness and safety in aviation operations. Now move into 14 CFR Part 145, the regulation governing repair stations. Revised significantly in 2004, it brought substantial changes. An interesting point: holding an A&P certificate isn't a requirement for working at a repair station. Repairmen, under 14 CFR Part 65, Subpart E, and non-certificated personnel can also be employed. Work approval at a repair station ties back to the repair station certificate number. Only individuals authorized by 14 CFR Part 65 can approve an article for return to service. Just like other certificate holders, repair stations need a comprehensive manual. This manual covers organizational aspects, rosters, facilities, training programs, and more. Record keeping is crucial. All records from repair station activities must be kept for a minimum of 2 years. Domestic repair station certificates are effective until surrendered, suspended, or revoked. Foreign repair station certificates typically expire after 1 or 2 years and must be renewed. This regulation emphasizes precision in documentation and adherence to standards for maintaining safety in aviation. As we explore further, keep these points in mind. The 14 CFR Part 147, outlining the prerequisites for obtaining a maintenance training certificate. This certificate can focus on airframe, powerplant, or a combination of both. Independent airframe or powerplant training requires a minimum curriculum of 1,150 hours. When offering both A and P ratings, the combined total increases to 1,900 hours, including 400 general studies hours applicable to the combined curriculum. The detailed requirements for this training are outlined in Appendices A, B, C, and D, which cover curriculum requirements, general curriculum subjects, airframe curricular subjects, and powerplant curriculum subjects, respectively. These specifications are designed to provide a comprehensive framework for maintenance training, striking a balance between specialization and general studies to ensure thorough and well-rounded education in the field. In response to the growing complexity of the aviation industry and challenges like budget constraints and personnel shortages, the FAA initiated a program in 1962. This program allows individuals from the private sector to serve as designees, or representatives of the FAA administrator, even though they are not FAA employees. Various professionals, such as doctors, pilots, and mechanics, can become designated examiners or representatives to assist with FAA testing. In this context, key designees include aviation medical examiners, AIM, who are regular doctors authorized to conduct aviation medical examinations, pilot examiners, skilled pilots designated to administer pilot examinations, and designated mechanic examiners, DME, experienced airframe and/or powerplant mechanics authorized to conduct oral and practical FAA testing. In addition to these well-known designees, there are lesser-known ones. Designated Engineering Representatives, DER, are individuals with engineering training who approve data based on their knowledge of FAA regulations. Designated Manufacturing Inspection Representatives, DMIR, are professionals conducting conformity inspections at their employer's facility, similar to designated repairmen. Designated Airworthiness Representatives, DAR, are individuals conducting aircraft certification and inspection functions on behalf of the FAA. DARs may work with manufacturing facilities or maintenance entities based on their specific designation. If you click like and subscribe and leave a comment, we will provide a coupon for a free PDF download, one of 9 ebooks. However, each individual can only download up to 1 out of 9 ebooks for free.